Hey, what's up, fam? Hey, wanted to talk about the Trevor Bauer situation. Trevor Bauer is an award-winning pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers are one of the best teams in Major League Baseball, second in their division in the West. They are going to make the playoffs. And their pitcher Bauer was a Cy Young winner, which is the highest award that a pitcher can win, next to the MVP. Most pitchers don't win that. That's typically for position players. So he won the Cy Young Award last year. He was signed by the Dodgers for a lot of money. Well, this year he's only pitched in, I think, about 11 games, and he's since been banned for the entire season. The reason he's been banned is because of an allegation of a sexual assault. Now, Bauer is being banned, and there was also a report in the Los Angeles Times that he was the most embarrassing hire that the Los Angeles Dodgers have ever made, and the most embarrassing mistake they've ever made. A lot of people were saying they shouldn't hire Trevor Bauer, and the reason they shouldn't hire him is because of his troubling social media history. He was engaged in the past in a debate with two different women. One woman started the debate by insulting him, and so he insulted her. And because he insulted her, her followers, his followers on Twitter abused her and called her all kind of names. She reported that she was crying every day. And then the next time he responded to something that somebody said, and they considered his comments transphobic because he said, "I identify as a 12-year-old, so leave me alone." Now, when you look at his case, what it proves, men, is that you will be considered guilty until you are proven innocent. And even if you are proven innocent, that may not necessarily be enough. Now, Trevor Bauer, as many millions as he makes, he has way more pull than most of us have. Trevor Bauer is in a roster spot. And in Major League Baseball, a roster spot is very important. Only about 18 guys can make the team. So he is in a roster spot for a team that is considered to be one of the favorites to win the World Series. And he doesn't have enough pull to make an allegation that's not even being brought against him, right? So he's not even being charged. This is just an allegation. He doesn't even have enough pull to keep himself from being banned from the league because of allegation. And his social media history, if you really look at it, it is simply that he is not PC enough. The two debates that he had, and then there was another third debate I didn't mention earlier where he defended the Cleveland Indians nickname. All of these are simply cases where he took a position that was against the media's line. And you need to understand by this a couple of things, men. Number one is that you will be guilty until proven innocent, and there's nothing you can do about it. So stop engaging in sexual relationships with people that you don't know. And what I mean by that is this. High-profile men and rich men have in history always been able to engage in as many sexual affairs as they wanted to. You look as far as Bill Clinton, you look at Bill Gates. Lots of men have been able to have sexual encounters with as many women as they wanted to if they were rich and famous enough. Well, it turns out nowadays that if an allegation is made against you of abuse or sexual assault, it really doesn't matter how much money you make. All that pool goes away because the pool of victimhood is way stronger than that. And cancer culture will cancel you. It doesn't matter how powerful you may be. You could be in a team that is about to win the World Series or one threatening to win the World Series, and you can be one of the best players on that team, and it does not matter. The history that you've had, your work history, your productivity do not matter in a privileged-based society where victimhood is number one priority by the media. So you really need to watch out for this, man. Be careful of this. This story is one that we all should be watching very carefully because we simply don't know how this is going to end up. But the fact that he's already been banned for the whole rest of the year, it's troubling, man. It's troubling. And I'm really worried for you guys out there who, you like to have a lot of casual sex and you think that red pill is the way to go. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Don't run into a crazy one, because if you do run into a crazy one, that could be the end of your life. It doesn't matter. Even if you end up being acquitted, it does not matter. And I want you guys to think about a couple other cases to prove this point. First one is the Duke Lacrosse case. In that case, they were accused of rape by some strippers. It did not matter that the people who were accusing them had questionable sexual history and were making outlandish claims. It did not matter because they were able to create a narrative of privilege and abuse. And if anybody can believe an accusation of privilege and abuse, then anything that you say automatically goes out the window, and the facts are considered last. Also, look at the case of Quintez Cephas. Quintez Cephas was a receiver for the Wisconsin Badgers. He's now a receiver for the Detroit Lions. He was banned from college football for a year because he engaged in a threesome, and one of the ladies later on said it was forced. Now, it was such a ridiculous claim that he was later acquitted. But the truth of the matter is that him engaging in that sexual activity cost him a year of college and almost prevented him from being drafted in the NFL. Right now, in the major teams in all the major sports, if you're accused of sexual assault, I can guarantee that if you were slated to be the #1 draft pick, a lot of teams will consider whether they should draft you at all. And if that's the case for major athletes who are slated to make millions and millions of dollars, and that doesn't even include endorsement deals and other hookups that they have that we don't know about, what chance does the average guy who might just simply be a director level, six-figure guy, what chance do you got? So, hey, watch your back, be controlled. All you men out there, even more reason to control what you're doing down there, because don't let your Johnson tell you what to do, because your Johnson will cost you the rest of your life.